Hello and welcome to Real Hi-Fi Help. Let's take a look at Sonus Faber. So, plus side. Let's just start with that it's a mid-class brand. Wanting to kind of be considered high class, but I don't consider it high class. I don't really consider more than probably 20 brands in the world to be high class. So that's like my standard. I think a lot of people would put like 50 brands and call that high class. I definitely won't. I think it's a nice overall sound, look, style, beauty, design. They obviously use a lot of time on the whole wrapping and the design of it. I like that, and it just kind of appeals to I think a lot of modern people that value that perhaps a bit more than the sound itself. And I think that it just suits a lot of people in general. It's like a nice in between of everything. Suits most gear out there. There's a lot of boring gray transistor gear that isn't quite stable, and a speaker like Sonus Faber will usually stabilize that and create a better sound, most likely. And yeah, it's difficult to find a speaker that will please a lot of women. So this is one of the few speaker brands that actually will do that. So I just feel that a lot like with Macintosh audio buyers, that the whole looks of the thing will affect the judgment of how people listen to the equipment. And they won't really compare it to similar priced gear. And I feel that for me that's a negative. But some people have the money and they want to use that extra money on the looks, and yeah, fine. And yeah, again, going by value, there are just so many brands out there that can give you so much more for I don't know, like a third of the price. So that's like, yeah, that's like the one big reason why I don't really like this brand so much. I just find value-wise, it just isn't that good, and there's a big difference between the older Sonus Faber and the newer gear. So you might look at the newer gear, listen to that in the store, and then think that you'll just get one of the older models then, because it's still this high quality brand, Sonus Faber. And no, it's like with a lot of other I wouldn't say normal brands, but a lot of other brands, a lot of development happens like within the last 10, 20, 30 years generally, at least with the speaker market. So no, they are clearly a lot better now than they used to be, Sonus Faber. And so value-wise, yeah, again, no, not really. I just feel that, Verity, Martin Design, Karma Audio, and AudioNote, they're just able to many times give you a much better sound that is a lot cheaper. So I just can't see why you would go with this brand here. I think it's generally more of an overall nice, good sound and just good look type of speaker brand, where I think that a lot of people just want to listen to a sound that is more safe, where they don't want to go into this confrontational, ultra revealing type of sound that is more crisp, more fast, more highly resolved, more intense. So yeah, it's I think it's for a different temperament type of customer. And I also feel that if you would take like the best that Dyn Audio, Audio Vector, B&W, Daily, and Focal, if you would take like the best that they all could produce and make that come together as one brand, then I think that that would represent what Sonus Faber really does with their sound. So, not complaining. It's a good overall, sweet, comfortable, still very revealing type of sound. For me, it just doesn't have that last bit, and at a good price. So, and I think we also have to be a bit honest, because like the best speakers in the world are usually like 90% focused on the sound and 10% on the looks. And brand like AudioNote, they're more like 99% focused on the sound and 1% on the looks. So I mean, I get it. It does look really cool, really awesome. I would also like to look at a thing like this instead of my AudioNote speakers. So yeah, I just feel that just like they said with Macintosh Audio, I remember the guy, I think it was Ron. He said, the CEO, he said that they use about 33% on the looks of the gear, and the rest goes on developing the sound. And the fact that he admits that on camera is for me a bit shocking, but it's nice at least that he's that honest. But I feel that a lot of brands do this, that a lot of brands want to create this like pretend way of taking away all of your reservations by confirming that it's good on the surface, by having a nice look, the symmetry, the design, the style, the looks, the smell of taking it out of the box, just that whole presentation kind of thing, focusing a lot on that to kind of justify the price. And I'm just not into that kind of thing, I think it's just, nothing wrong with the speaker brand. It's just for a certain type of person. And I think that, not to be a bit naughty, but I think it's a bit like for people who buy a Rolls-Royce car. I mean, Rolls-Royce cars aren't really that good. I mean, they're solid, long-lasting cars that obviously do some things that are really impressive, but when you compare it to a lot of other cars price-wise, you're just not getting a lot for your money. And it just becomes a bit of a pretentious type of thing where you're just kind of satisfying your own ego and telling yourself that it's good because I can see it's good, and I have all of these stuff, all these things confirming that it's good. And for me, that's just like besides the point, Of course, I don't want to look like at an ugly boot type of speaker that's just really ugly, or like a lot of these, what do you call them, horn speakers or open baffle design speakers that also look horrible, I kind of get that, but I just think that it goes past where it's just reasonable. And I think that, with Verity, they still make, pretty neat design and all of that. And I think that you could probably get them for like half the price if they didn't go up in looks and aesthetics and design. I definitely think you can get them for half price. And I also think that probably with Martin design, you could probably shave like a third of the price if it just was a lot less presentable and cool. And definitely also with Karma Audio, I think that you could probably save like a third of the price if they made it a lot more simple and ugly. But that's just kind of the world that we're living in, So Sonus Faber, can I recommend it? No, not really. Just because of the price, If you want something pretty, go with the Verity. Martin design might not be as pretty as Sonus Faber, but at least it's got more of that masculine, cool type of sound. And I'm just like, I'm just feeling it a lot more when I'm into Martin design. You know, it's just like in a trance. You know, just can't get enough. Your dopamine levels are just going off the charts. Also a bit with Verity. You know, so I'm not quite feeling it with the Sonus Faber. It is a good overall sound. I just think you just have to be that type of person that's into that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I have to say, and remember to like and subscribe. Bye.